Titillating Tuesday. Does it make you laugh? Does it make you laugh? Anyway, I don't even know what I'm going to talk about for this Titillating Tuesday, but it's about some perps. Basically, um, life is full of one trick pony perps. I'll call them one trick pony perp. The only one thing they seem to have learned is how to view your mind, and everything else that they do to perpetrate against you comes from that one trick that they have. I haven't figured out how to do it. I don't even think they know it. It's a natural ability. It's a supernatural power they have. But people like me don't have the power to see into their minds, and it's like that really. They're perps, and it's like perping of that nature can really confuse things in life, because like if somebody sees into your mind, they can cause accidental things to happen to you and that. So basically, think about the Bible when the Almighty was destroying Sodom and Gomorrah and that, for just having unnatural things like, you know, having sex with animals, members of their family, and such, and children and everything. So he went through the trouble of saying, right, I'll be very specific this time. I'll send a couple of angels down, two or three angels down, um, take out the innocent people from that land and destroy it until the ones that leave not to look back. And basically, one of them did. I mean, like, what would possess you to do that? So then you look at these perps and you say, well, maybe one of them, as they was dying, they kind of possessed him and possessed her, Lot's wife, and they said to her, just look back once. Even when they're dying, they want you to come with them to hell and die. So these perps here, when the shit hits the fan, they're not going down alone. They want to take others, to drag others with them to hell. So you have to be careful when you listen to certain voices in your mind, and these are not things that are productive or useful to you and that. So basically, she looked back and she got turned into a pillar of salt and that. So then the Almighty say, okay, then that's unfortunate, but it's done. All the paps are dead. But then just a few moments after that, Lot's children got him drunk, and they were daughters, and they slept with him and that. And it's like, hold on a minute, are you mad? I've just destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah for doing that. What is wrong with you? Like, so he got really, really pissed off, and he said, you know, I think from there he knew already from Noah's time that man is born with evil in his heart. So man is born with this kind of man is prone to this kind of accidents in his reasoning, and so that's why these perps kind of amplify and resonate mistakes in your consciousness. I think these pubs were around. Most of them were got in Sodom and Gomorrah, but for an accident like that to happen, where your daughter thinks like you're the only people on earth, yeah, so she must sleep with you. What can you say to that as the Almighty? You're like, what's going on, man? Yeah, I just destroyed that city for the same reason. How do you deduce that you need to do that? What is, you know? So you must. The Almighty is very patient. It's very slow to anger, but very quick to reward. Yeah, but what can you do with things like that? Even the Almighty has problems with his perps. So he had to be methodical with them and deal with. I'm sure he came up with a solution of how to deal with them, considering that the situation is like that. But these are one trick pony perps, and they've been around since the beginning of time. Basically, it just sits in your mind and makes you do crime and other illegitimate things, yeah, that the Almighty don't like. So I just wanted to touch on that point, just to let you know that you have to look at the funny side of things and say, well, you know, this kind of perpetrating, where somebody possesses your mind and makes you do things against your will. You're not. It's not you who's only. It's not you who's going through. Only you who's going through that. I mean, many people, even in biblical times, have gone through that, and it's obviously it's a paganistic thing, yeah, to do that. But there's scenarios where people do it to promote the Most High. Somebody can come into your mind and beg you not to do certain crime, but the fact that they've gone into your mind, they're one of them perps. So when the shit hits the fan, would they be like that? So just bear in mind that things we see as witchcraft out there that's done by these perps can be used for the Almighty, but we have to be in control of that. We can't let them control us because they're that kind of perp. You know what I mean? They can never rule us and control us. We have to rule them because they're that type. Yeah, and they a defective model with respect to us. I'm sure they think we're defective. They think we have a deficiency because we don't have that power, but we think they're defective for having attained that power. But we'll see. We don't call names because also when we think about it, we have other powers in our mind that we can use to promote the Most High. But I just wanted to look at that in a funny way. I know it's not funny when you're going through it, but just light entertainment. So I hope that helps you on that.